Hello, you're watching Proactive. Here's a look at some of the stories we've been covering in the small cap space this past week. Arecor Therapeutics has teamed up with Sequel MedTech to develop AT278, an ultra-concentrated insulin for pumps. Both firms are funding development, while an $11 million royalty financing deal with Ligand Pharmaceuticals extends Arecor's cash runway into 2027.
There's a real opportunity for a combination of AT278, the only highly concentrated ultra-rapid acting insulin, and the Twist aid system to enable longer wear for all people with diabetes, as well as future miniaturization of these insulin pumps, so we can bring the benefits of these aid systems to more people with diabetes.
EMB Capital picked up assets from the collapsed Destiny Pharma, including phase 2 proven XF73. The company aims to restart phase 3 trials targeting the big US market for hospital infections with a low-cost model.
I feel very strongly about having a realistic approach around sustainability and around impact investment. For us at EMB Capital, impact investment is not about ticking KPIs. It is not about submitting questionnaires. It's about real work with real impact, with real companies, while looking to provide investor return to our shareholders.
Creo Medical reported 40% revenue growth on stronger adoption of its speedboat technology. A £25 million deal with Microtech added cash, while Spiderblade gained US clearance and new markets are opening up.
Why we selected Microtech as our partners with the transaction. And that was really looking at ways in which we can develop more products coming into Creo Medical Europe, so the product range that Creo Medical Europe sell increases, and their margins are also improving as well. So that's helping both grow the top line and the bottom line with Lewis and the Creo Medical Europe business.
hVivo booked £24 million in revenue, supported by a diversified mix of services, therapeutics and clients, and £3 million in EBITDA. It expects £47 million for the full year, with a return to growth forecast for 2026.
And we've seen already some good evidence in new sales achieved both in the clinical service lines and the H lab lines. And as we continue, hopefully, to see the normalization of the human challenge trial market, we are guiding towards getting back to growth in 2026.
Digital Box saw page impressions rise 15% and reach up 30%, driving 12% revenue growth in the first half. On-platform revenue jumped to £400,000, while its social following soared to nearly 30 million.
We've grown our social footprint significantly, and on the back of that, we're managing to grow our reach, and again, on-platform engagement to a point where we're now delivering over 700 million audience reach over the H1 period, which is up about 30% ahead of the previous year.
Ilika launched its Primes program to back solid-state battery development. Work with UK BIC and Jaguar Land Rover supports 50 amp-hour A-sample batteries and future large-scale production.
The most compelling and interesting aspect of this collaboration that we just announced this morning is that we've got real expert industrial input into the program from Jaguar Land Rover and from Professor Paul Shearing at Oxford University. So we've got real automotive expertise being deployed on this program.
Follow us and subscribe on YouTube, our social channels, and on proactiveinvestors.co.uk.